Hey, welcome to my channel, Plant-Based Storm. I'm Stormy, and today I wanted to talk about microgreens, something that I've been wanting to grow for quite some time. So I have ordered me some seeds and trays to see what we can get going with this. The best deal that I was able to find on the internet came from toddseeds.com. And this is the Countryside Delight mix that they have, and it's clover, arugula, cress, radish, and dill. So I'm going to try those. And then the other one we have is kale and radish sprouting mix, and I hear that the radish adds a big punch to your dishes that you use it in, and that it's really, really good. One of my favorite lettuce is arugula, so that's what we're going to try here. This is just arugula by itself. And last but not least is the sunflower gray stripe. We're going to try this. I saw where people said that once this gets to a microgreen, it has a little bit of the seed left on there, so it adds a nice crunch to the things that you add it to, and it makes it really delicious. So if you're not really sure what a microgreen is, it is a small plant that is in between the sprouting stage and like a baby green. So you're probably familiar with baby greens that you buy at the store. It's a little bit bigger than a sprout. The sprout is whenever it literally just comes out of the seed, and then the microgreen is whenever it gets the first two set of leaves that come out. Anyway, the next thing that we need to do is get our dirt and our trays. What I do is fill my tray up with some of my potting mix, and I decided to go with the Burpee organic premium potting mix. I like this because it's got a lot of good stuff in it, plus it also has coconut coir, which helps it retain moisture, and it is I think it's going to be a light enough soil that it'll be great for these microgreens. Which a lot of people don't even grow microgreens in soil. They use like a mat that you can buy to grow it on. And I think some people do it on paper towels too. But I like the idea of using the soil. So I'm just gonna kind of spread this out evenly over my tray. And look for kind of big clumps that I have in here. And just kind of break them apart so that it's nice and loose for the microgreens. And then my husband kindly built me this big tamper, which you don't have to use. You can use your hands to even this out. I just thought that this would make it easier to come in here, because you want your dirt to be nice and smooth and even all over. So see, like this, I might need to fill in a little bit of dirt right here and here. Kind of tamp this down. Let's fill in this corner back here. Fill in my corners here. Anywhere you kind of see the dirt dipping, you really do want it very even, from what I understand. What I decided to do for this part is just take a measuring cup. This is about 2 ounces. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm going to fill it up to the 2 ounce line and see how that works for filling this up. Actually, I went ahead and went above the 2 ounce line, almost all the way to the top. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start here. Whoa, probably a little bit more than what I wanted right there in that corner. I'm going to try and sprinkle these evenly all over the tray. I hope you can see that. This is the arugula. want to try to get them in here just as evenly as you can. This is the Countryside Delight mix.
What you got there?
Bug.
You got a bug?
Bug.
Yeah, you got a bug.
Bug.
Never seen a bug like that.
Okay, the next thing that we're gonna do is water our seeds really, really well. But you also need to make sure that you use something that's got a gentle water pressure so that it doesn't push and wash your seeds away. So I've got this water set on really low on my hose, and that's what we're gonna use. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is stack our trays, and we're going to put one on top of the other, and I'm going to put one of them in this deeper pan just to keep water from going all over the greenhouse.
Mama. Bye.
And you just want to stack all of them. On top of each other, and then we're going to take one of these trays and just put it on top and try to sit it in there like so. And I'm going to take this tamping tool that my husband built and sit it down on top of that just for weight. And that's all you do. We're going to check this in the next 12 hours and make sure that they're still wet. So I will see you in a little while. So this is 12 hours later and we have sprouts. At this point, you would continue to leave them covered until they have come up a little more. Okay, so this is day 3 already, and I went ahead and uncovered these two, and I'm honestly not sure which ones are which now. But yeah, they have sprouted really well. They were lifting up the trays. So, and we've also got some cinnamon sprinkled in them to keep them from molding or anything like that. I didn't show that whenever we first planted them. But I'm keeping the sunflowers and the radish and kale in stacks right now because they are not 100% sprouted. They were not lifting the trays up like these others were. So we'll keep watching those, and I'm gonna let these sit out just like they are. So like I said, this is day 3 and we'll be back soon.
So they are really greening up because they've been exposed to some sunlight. This is just one day. This is day 5. And they're just doing really well, growing super fast, and it has been such a delight to grow these.
Today is 7 days since the day that I planted the microgreens. This is the radish and kale mix, and I'm going to go ahead and harvest this. It has been sitting in water, so I'm going to take that out. You can see all of the roots, how it's grown to get the water that it needs. Okay, already cleaned, and I just sterilized it with an alcohol pad. I just want to make sure that I can get them cut with the cleanest tool that I can. So you want a really sharp knife, and you just come over here and lift this up and cut as close to the soil as you can. Alright, and then you can see, like, if you want to check out the mat, look at all of those roots. You can take this and you can put it in your compost if you want to, but you definitely don't want to reuse this again. But it would be excellent for compost. And you can see, like, this is just off of one tray, so that's a ton of lettuce. So these are the sunflowers that we started, and I'm going to do these with the scissors because the stems are a little bit thicker. I'm just going to go through here and cut and put them in the basket or bucket. I also wipe these blades off with the alcohol pad just to try to make sure that everything stays as clean as possible. Whoops. And these were really good. They kind of have that sunflower seed taste, but they're still got like a good green flavor. So that is the sunflowers. Okay, and this is the Countryside Delight mix from Todd Seeds. I don't remember exactly everything that's in it. It's like watercress, arugula, radish, and there's a couple more that I can't remember. Looks like the arugula at the bottom hasn't quite grown. I'm going to go ahead and cut through some of the top of these. And kind of leave the arugula alone to grow some more. And then I have another tray of arugula that I will probably harvest in another week. You can see I'm leaving this here, the smaller leaves. I'm just coming through here and cutting right above where these smaller seedlings are at. This is a 10-gallon bucket, and you can see how much it's filled up just from those 3 trays. And I've still got all of this left, plus another whole tray of arugula that I started a week ago. So like I said in the beginning, if you're looking for a crop that grows really quickly, then microgreens may be your best option. One thing I wanted to say is when you get ready to do your next round of microgreens, you want to make sure to sterilize your trays. Maybe wash them with some soap and water and a little bleach, and rinse them really well and dry them before you do your next start, so that there's not any extra chance of growing something in there that you don't want. I hope that you enjoyed the microgreens series. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know below, and thanks so much for watching.